John C. lay for a long time looking at it. The leaf was still there, and John C. was looking at it. Something was going on in her mind. And then she called to Sue, who was cooking something for her to eat. Sue, being a caring and supportive friend that she is cooking for John C. to eat. "I have been a bad girl, Sue," said John C. John C. admits that she has been wrong throughout. She has been a bad girl. She needs to change her mind. "Something has made that leaf stay there to show me how bad I was." John C. realizes that she has been wrong throughout. It was wrong of her to connect her life with the falling leaves. It was wrong of her to want to die. Life is a precious gift which needs to be cherished, enjoyed, and lived. She admits it's wrong to want to die. "I'll try to eat now. But first, bring me a looking glass so that I can see myself. And then I'll sit up and watch you cook." John C. is coming back to life. Her mind is getting into the right direction now. She admits that she wants to live now and that she wants to look better. She asks Sue to get her a mirror so that she can clean herself up, and then she would watch Sue cooking for her, and she also says that she would eat the food. An hour later, she said, "Sue, someday I hope to paint the Bay of Naples." Oh, that's a good sign. John C. is coming back to life. She is regaining her strength. She is regaining the will to live. That's why she wants to do what she has always wanted to do, to paint the Bay of Naples. The doctor came in the afternoon. "The chances are good," said the doctor. He took Sue's thin, shaking hand in his. "Give her good care and she'll get well. And now I must see another sick person in this house. His name is Berman." So the doctor arrives and he tells Sue that John C. is getting better. And he supports her, he sympathizes with her and affirms that she is going to be fine just with a little more care and food. And she also informs Sue that he has to see another sick person, and that sick person lives in the same house. He is Berman, a painter, I believe. Pneumonia too. There's no hope for him. Now Berman is suffering from pneumonia, the same illness that had taken John C. down. But there's no hope for Berman. But we take him to the hospital today. We'll make it as easy for him as we can. Doctor tells Sue that there's not much hope for Berman that he will make through, and that he tells her that they will try to make his going as easy as possible. The next day the doctor said to Sue, "She's safe, you have done well, food and care, and that's all." On one hand, John C. has regained life, while on the other hand, Berman is losing his life. After that, Sue came to the bed where John C. lay. She put one arm around her. "I have something to tell you," she said. "Mr. Berman died of pneumonia today in the hospital. He was ill only 2 days. Someone found him on the morning of the first day in his room. He was helpless with pain. Berman has left the world. He has died of the same illness that John C. has just made through. Within 2 days of illness, he loses his battle with life. He dies, and someone had found him in his house, helpless with pain. His shoes and his clothes were wet and as cold as ice. Everyone wondered where he had been. The night had been so cold and white. There had been a thunderstorm the previous night. Why was he out? His shoes and his clothes were wet. Why was he out in such a cold and icy wintry night? And then they found some things. There was a light that he had taken outside, and there were his materials for painting. So he was out in that wintry, icy, cold night for some business. He had taken out a light and some materials for painting. What was he painting? Why did he need to go out in such a bad weather? There was paint, green paint and yellow paint. And green and yellow paint. That sounds somewhat like the colors of a leaf. Look out the window, dear, at the last leaf on the wall. Didn't you wonder why it never moved when the wind was blowing? All right, now the things make sense. The strong winds blew everything but one last leaf that still hung to that tree. It was the leaf painted by Berman. He did it so that Johnsy does not lose the will to live. He did it to give life to Johnsy. He did it to save her from her illness. Oh my dear, it is Berman's great masterpiece. He painted it there the night that the last leaf fell. So the real leaf had actually fallen. Berman saw the falling of the last leaf. He went out in that thunderstorm, took his painting materials and painted the last leaf on that wall. And that last leaf became Berman's masterpiece because this leaf gave hope and will to Johnsy. It made her realize the importance of life, that how precious it is. It relieves her from her mental sickness. It makes her stronger. It makes her value life. And all of this was possible only because Berman was kind enough to give his life away so that Johnsy could live longer. This last leaf is Berman's masterpiece that gives hope, will, and strength to Johnsy.